Good morning, everybody, or good day, whatever time you're watching this video. This is Stacy Renee, and I just wanted to get on here. I haven't been on here in a long time. So first I want to talk about the power of one. And the reason I'm talking about the power of one is because I have the YouTube app, the Buddy, or no, what is it? It's the YouTube Studio. I have the YouTube Studio. And periodically I'll check that. And here a few weeks ago, I checked it, and I've been at 250 subscribers for a while. So thank you all who have already subscribed to this channel. And apologies for not having done a video for a long while. I'll update you in a moment. But I want to talk about the power of one. Because a few weeks ago when I looked at it, I had 251 people. And I had said in my mind, I work with mindset and mental health now. And so I had said in my mind that I'm going to look. If I have one more subscriber, maybe I should do a video, because I've been wanting to do a video. In fact, I did a video, but I didn't post it. Okay, and I'll explain all of this and catch you up. And I hope that you'll continue to follow me. And even if you think that my videos will help other people, that they will follow too. Or if you run by this by chance, like somebody probably did. Okay, so the power of one, because I saw that one subscriber, I want to thank you, because you motivated me to go ahead and do another video today. So actually today's topic, well, before I get into that, I want to explain to you, I haven't been on here in a few years. Since I last posted videos, I needed to create a career. I live in another country part-time, and so I needed to create a career, and it's hard, and I needed a remote career. And so through the help of friends, I was able to, find another job to support myself, you see, because since I got a divorce since, the last time, and I didn't post about that because it's, it's private. But so I got a divorce, and I had to really start working, and I love what I do. I love who I work with and everything else. So I really have committed myself to that. That's what I do all the time. And so I'm really committed to that, and so grateful to have this career. And what it is, it's about empowering people, what I did on here too, but I get to empower people going through surgery processes, and being on the downside, how to prep for surgery and how to be on the downside for surgery, but even deeper than that, how to transform themselves, their lives, their selves, cells, and soul. And that's really what I feel my purpose is. So I'm on here today to talk to you a little bit about that, because we're going through times that we could be growing through. So instead of going through it, we could be growing through it. And that's really what I think that we were meant for and destined to do. And as we do this, to help somebody else. So I want to talk to you today about childhood trauma, because I talk to many of the clients that I work with about childhood trauma. So today I want to talk about childhood trauma and getting over it. Because this is the thing. I'm sorry, I'm having a terrible hair day today, but I did put makeup on. So, childhood trauma, we think when we get grown, we don't like the way things are when we're growing up. Typically, we hang around as adolescents, teenagers, people who are going through the same things or having the same life experiences as we are. But as we mature, then other things start happening. But what we've talked about, what we hear about oftentimes is about this inner child. Okay? So, and a lot of people that I work with and have worked with in the past, when they come through another, level and layer of whatever they're going through in this life experience, and they get to another level and layer, and they'll be like, I thought I just worked through this. Stacy, what did I do wrong? And it's not that anyone's doing anything wrong. What it means is that they're ready to step up to another level. And I've talked with people about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is that people are ready to step up to another level that they haven't been to yet. And it's not really you're an imposter, but it may feel like it, because it's uncertainty and strange territory. So sometimes as we're doing this, we take 2 steps forward and a step back. Step back could be into this inner child that I'm talking about, in that childhood trauma. To experience that, the thoughts in our mind. And like right now, we're going through a lot of things, and it could be planetary and cosmic because we are having a supermoon. For those of you who don't understand what a supermoon means, is that means that the moon is closer to the earth, and as we know, the moon moves the waves, but it also deals with our emotions, so we may be emotional, and so I want to talk to you about how our inner child can respond to things, because our inner child that's still wounded can come out at these times and have that feeling again of not feeling good enough, of not feeling heard, of not feeling validated. We grow through these things. The thing is we may think that we're grown up when we hit 18, 21, but that's really when we start growing up. That's really when we get mature. We're not mature when we're 14. We're not mature even when we're 18, honestly. I don't think I reached any type of maturity until I was 30 myself. But we're constantly growing. We are not there's no plateau. So that means that these things will come up that are heavy on our soul, and they may not be noticeable most of the time. This is where a lot of the people that I work with, and a lot of myself, I've told y'all before that I've learned that I can't should on myself, because should is a past tense. What I should have done. What I need to do is grow through it. So a lot of times in the work that I do, we are processing things. See, that's the thing, is processing things, because I have over 25 years experience with addiction recovery and helping others to learn how to process things. And so in processing things, we don't reach for something else outside of ourselves to make us feel better that had maybe at one time made us feel better, but it doesn't anymore. It causes us great pain. It causes us regret, remorse. So we don't. So there's breathing that we can do to get back in our bodies and get with the frontal part, because we're triggered when we're doing this. Triggering is coming from the back of our mind, and so rather than working from the back of our mind, just sitting still with ourselves rather than going into panic mode. The trigger causes us to go into panic mode. A trigger, you're gonna and then you're gonna run to something. So what we want to do is get with the frontal part of our mind through the breath, hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal glands. Then we know what to do. Then we realize what this is coming from. There's also the tapping that I do working with people. That's the emotional freedom technique, where we, realize what we're struggling with at the time. And we'll do that here on as I do more videos with you too. And then we also work on meditation and visualization, because through the tapping we can realize what we don't want, so that we can get to the other side of what we do want. So many of us live our lives fighting what we don't want, you see, and what we create is what we don't want, in a way, in a sense. At least we're creating pain still if we're working from pain. So we're not aware, because if we would have known better, we would have done better. And that's what brings us to the compassion and forgiveness for ourselves and for others, So I hope to get to share more with you. I thank you for that one subscriber. And what I want to leave you with today is I myself just had something the other day that my 13-year-old child, I'm grateful for girlfriends and support. I suggest you have support and don't go through these life changes, challenges, and chapters by yourself, is to have support and so on. I was growing through something the other day. I had a girlfriend, and she says, "Oh, I hear the 13-year-old, Stacy, because I was so hurt and wounded. This thing that in the back of my mind that I will, want to react to, but I'm responding to my 13-year-old. I used to be 8, and I was a lot nicer when I was the 8-year-old inner child that just crawled up into a ball and cried. Now I get this 13-year-old, and she wants to go Beth Dutton on somebody." And the thing is I'm not rich like Beth Dutton. It's not in the script for me, and I don't have the family pool to keep me out of trouble. So I have to process my stuff and to grow through it and realize that some of this is my problem, how I feel about some things. That doesn't mean that somebody didn't, maybe somebody did do something that was not nice, but it means I can't react like Beth Dutton I have to respond to myself, to that inner child, and nurture that inner child so the next time when cosmic or whatever comes around, then I can be 14 or 15 maybe and keep growing through it. So I'm going to leave you with these words. I want you to think about this. My 13-year-old inner child can't grow if I don't water it. So when I get in my tears and I process my feelings and get with my fears, because there's a fear underneath my tears, then I can become a whole, more whole person. See, because I can't intellectualize my authenticity. I have to grow through my authenticity and water that shit. Okay? All right. So remember, my 13-year-old inner child can't grow if I don't water it. So feel your feelings, get in your tears, but then rise up, grow up green in your heart space. Okay? All right. Again, I want to thank that one subscriber. I hope this video was helpful to you today. And if you ever have any video suggestions, please feel free to put them in the comments. All right. Thank you so much. You can reach out to me at stacyreinick@gmail.com. All right. You have a great day. Bye.